Hi, I'm Karen. We're here at Montevilla Sewing Center, and today we're talking about the Pfaff Select 4.2. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of this machine. So to start out with, you plug in your machine in the back here. There's a cord that comes down, connects to your foot control, and another cord that comes out, and that's what you plug in to your power source. Okay, then we have the on-off switch right here. And then we have the hand wheel. The hand wheel also has this inner knob here, and you roll that to disconnect the clutch for when you're winding your bobbin. So right now it's ready to sew. And then back here we have the handle, nice long sturdy handle. Then you can lift this up here. Notice how I kind of pulled it up from the corner. This gives you your stitches, the different stitch chart and what number of key to use. And then inside you also have where you have your thread on a spool pin. You have where you can wind your bobbin right here, and the stopper for bobbin winding. Then we have the needle position dial. Now here we have it on center needle position. Over here we have it on the right side needle position, and here on the left side needle position. So I'm going to leave this right in center for most normal stitching. And this is your stitch width dial. So we are right now on G, which is either straight stitch or zigzag. But with a 0 stitch width, we're just going to be doing straight stitch. If I move this up to anything higher, like up to 5 or way up to the end there, now we have a nice wide zigzag. So this is how you change from straight stitch to zigzag using this dial. This is the thread tension dial. Now this is going to give you a nice balanced stitch, the same amount of tension on your thread, top and bobbin, depending on how you have this. I have this right at 5. It seems to be about right for this machine. Then over here on the side we have a thread cutter, so when you're done sewing, you just cut your thread right there. In back we have this wonderful feature of Pfaff sewing machines, which is this extra feed dog at the back. It's like a upper feed dog. They call it the IDT system. So you can engage or disengage it depending on the kind of sewing. Most normal sewing that you're going to want to do, you're going to want to have that so that both layers feed together. This is especially important if you have this kind of fabric with some batting in there. You want to keep these layers feeding all together. So it's like feed dogs on the top and bottom. That's what that's for. Then you have your lifter, presser foot lifter right there. It's on the side, on the inside. And you can lift it up a little bit higher if you have something thick and lofty that you need to get under that foot. You can lift it up a little bit higher. It's helpful that way. Then of course we have the needle and the needle clamp bar right there. Now this wonderful feature here is a needle threader, and I'm going to show you more about that when we get into threading the machine in a different video. Here we have the quick change foot. You can just push that down and you can quickly change to a different foot, put that right back on there like this, lowering the presser foot, and it goes right back on. Okay, so this is our accessory tray, which also comes off. If you lift that off, now we have the free arm, which is great for sewing jeans or hems of pants. They fit right around there really nicely. Down here, you have your bobbin case. You can take that out like that. The bobbin case, the bobbin fits right in there. Put that in there like that. And then we also have the feed dog lowering mechanism. So if you look carefully right here, if I push this to the side, the feed dogs go down. Now that would be for free motion quilting. This is an example of free motion quilting. You would use a special foot that comes in your accessories and have the feed dogs down. To make them come back up, just go like that. I'm going to bring up my bobbin thread. There we go. And close that there like that. So normally I would leave this on. Actually, I'm going to take it off for now because I'm going to show you inside here we have the accessory tray. It's a really nice little tray that you can put larger accessories at the bottom, and then bobbins here. Actually 10 bobbins you can put here, and then you have the numbered spaces for your accessories. Right now we only have the buttonhole foot in there for now, but it's a nice convenient way to do that. Then over here we have the reverse lever. So if you're going to backstitch the beginning and ending of your seam, you just push this all the way down and hold it down as long as you want to be backstitching. Here we have the length dial. Now for stitch normal garment sewing, I normally keep it right between 3 and 2. That seems to be about the normal. But you can make it a much longer stitch if you want to do basting. Or let's say you wanted to do a satin stitch, which is a zigzag that's very short for like applique, then you would want to go right down to maybe 1 or even further down to what looks like a buttonhole, but a buttonhole is basically a satin stitch on either side. So that's how you could change that. Then we have where you can move this further past 0 into the stretch area. Now stretch stitches, and you've got a little bit of a range there, stretch stitches are like they're called here, is where you could take a stitch and make it extra stretchy. There's more back and forth motion of the feed dogs. Again, I'll show you that in basic operations. But think of it this way. When you are in the purple area of your stitch length dial, then you can do all these purple stitches. If you're in the lighter area, then you're going to do the ones that are the lighter stitches. So it's like you get double the amount of stitches depending on where you have your length dial. And then these are your stitch select buttons. So to get the various different stitches, you would just push the button that you want to do. For instance, if you're doing a buttonhole, you basically have 4 button pushes that you're going to be doing for one side of the buttonhole, 1 bar tack, other side of the buttonhole, and other bar tack. So that gives you an idea. And yes, you can do buttonholes on this machine. So that's our overview of the Pfaff Select 4.2. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if it's been helpful to you, give us a thumbs up. And if you have comments or questions, you can leave those in the area down below. We have lots of other videos here on our Montevilla YouTube playlist. So stay tuned, keep watching, and thanks for watching today. Bye.